I'd like to thank you all once again for coming out here tonight, and I'd like to welcome Cesar Lara to the stage. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Cesar Lara with the Monterey Bay Central Labor Council. We represent 64 different unions in Monterey and Santa Cruz County. And I want to talk a little bit more about the Liberty Initiative. It's one of the greatest examples I've heard of community coming together. A group of young professionals in the community saw a problem. And in that problem, they said they have to be agents of change. And as agents of change, they organized. They came together and established a new organization. And this community faces a lot of challenges, not just in Salinas, not just in Monterey County, but the rest of the state and the rest of the nation. Salinas, take for example, the average age of Salinas is 26. 40% of the city of Salinas is below the poverty level. In East Salinas, the average age is 19 years old. And as we talk about immigration reform tonight, and we talk about this drastic change, it isn't a form that we have to wait around for somebody to grant us something. We have to come together and fight. And the Liberty Initiative is a great example of that. Because you can't wait for other people to give you something. You have to fight. The Liberty Initiative have gone together to be part of that agent of change. The first issue that they're tackling is immigration reform. An easy topic to fix, am I right? But it's community coming together to face challenges. In labor, we face that every day. In education, we face that every day. We're here at a university. A university is where universal ideas come together and dialogue happens. And a university is where you foster the future leaders of this nation, of this world. And tonight is a great night to have a conversation about such an important topic as immigration reform. We're not the only ones having this conversation. There's people in Washington, D.C. having this conversation. Guess how many people could change the immigration system? How many? 1,000? 2,000, 3,000? There's actually about 300 and something people that could vote on. We have one president, one US Senate, and one House of Representatives. Those are the decision makers in this reform. But those decision makers need to be pushed. November 2012, pushed them. In 2008, we saw a great turnout. In this room, how many people worked to elect President Obama or any elected official in 2008? And in 2012, we knew the numbers were going to go down. And they did, except in one area, Latinos voting. We increased our numbers. And I say we because my father crossed the Arizona desert to get to the United States, and my mother came in the trunk of a car. It wasn't until 1992 that my mother got her green card. So prior to that, I was scared that my mother would disappear when I got home from school. And there's a lot of people in our community that face that fear. So we have to be agents of change, and we have to knock on the door and say we need change. And one of the changes that we saw came from Chico, California. Sergio Garcia. I graduated from Chico State, so I'm a little biased. But I'm also proud of what came out of Chico. Is we had a young man who, guess what? Went to high school, went to college, went to law school. Crazy, I never went to law school. I have no plans of going to law school because it's too hard. But he actually took it upon himself to go to law school. And he passed the bar exam. It was on the first try? The first try. Doesn't come easy. And guess what? They said, we can't give you the thing that you worked really hard for, that spend nights, parents that worked really hard to get them there. he was told no. And we as a community face no all the time. We're told, no, you can't do something. Not because you didn't work hard, not because you excelled, you stayed up, you worked hard. No, we're gonna tell you no just because we say no. And if you wanna fix something, depend on us to fix it for you. And as a community, we gotta fix this ourselves. Immigration reform is really important, and Sergio Garcia is a great example of that. So I'm not gonna spend much time, I'm just gonna introduce this great example to our community from Chico, California. Sergio Garcia, thank you, and welcome to Salinas.